Calaroga Shark Media.
From Egypt, where there's a KFC across the street from the pyramids, look it up. This is Ballad.
That's right, and I know a guy who looks like he eats a lot of fried chicken when not making peace in the Middle East. Let's hit this. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and President Trump declared the war in Gaza over on Monday. He said this in a speech to the Israeli parliament and then at a summit in Egypt. 20 hostages came home to Israel in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Now, Trump being Trump, he couldn't just give a normal diplomatic speech to the Knesset. He went full campaign rally mode. We're talking lengthy digressions, praising himself, taking shots at Biden and Obama. At one point, he looked directly at Israel's President Isaac Herzog and urged him to pardon Prime Minister Netanyahu, who is literally on trial for bribery. That's right, Trump just casually suggested pardoning a guy in the middle of a corruption trial. Very on brand. The hostage exchange itself was emotional. Einav Zangauker got to video call her son Matan for the first time in 2 years. She told him, "You are coming home." Trump then flew to Egypt, where President El-Sisi greeted him at a Red Sea resort in Sharm el-Sheikh. El-Sisi declared, "Enough war. Welcome to peace." They signed some document along with leaders from Turkey and Qatar. The only problem? Nobody knows what was actually in the document, and neither Israel nor Hamas signed it. So we had this big ceremonial signing for a mystery document that the actual parties involved didn't even put their names on. Trump also ran into Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian Authority, for the first time since 2017. This is the same guy Trump's administration denied a visa to last month so he couldn't attend the UN General Assembly. Abbas had to address everyone by video link. But at the summit, Trump pointed at him and said, "It's good to have you." From "you can't come to New York" to "good to have you" in about 4 weeks. Here's the thing, though. Plenty of questions remain. Will Hamas disarm? Will the ceasefire actually hold? Who's paying to rebuild Gaza? Who's going to govern it? The ceasefire agreement requires Hamas to hand over the bodies of at least 26 hostages who died in captivity. Hamas says that'll be tough to do in the 3-day window. The hostages and missing persons families forum is already accusing Hamas of not following the agreement. But hey, Trump called it the historic dawn of a new Middle East. So I guess we'll see. Marc Maron wrapped his podcast after 16 years, and Barack Obama showed up for the final episode. Obama asked how Maron was feeling about ending the show. Maron said he's nervous about what comes next. Obama told him to take a beat, be brain dead for a while, read books, go on trips. Obama defended long-form podcasts. People criticized Bernie for going on Rogan, but why wouldn't you? Having conversations is democracy. The problem is when everything gets chopped into clips. Maron joked that progressives have annoyed the average American into fascism. Obama loved it, but said, yeah, Democrats need to stop being scolds all the time. He told Maron that democracy requires accepting partial victory, not perfection. When he was president, he'd tell his staff, better is good, we're not getting to perfect. The Affordable Care Act wasn't single-payer, but it insured 50 million people. This sense that things aren't worth it unless we get everything leads to doing nothing. Obama said his daughter Malia once asked what to tell her friends who feel hopeless about climate change. He told her, yeah, we'll probably blow through the target, but if we can stop the temperature increase at 2.5 degrees instead of 3, that half a degree could save 1 billion people. That's worth working for. At the end, Obama told Maron most people are really decent. When they hear someone else who is, it gives them courage and hope. John Legend has some advice for President Trump. Drop the dictator crap if you want that Nobel Peace Prize. The singer posted a video on Instagram Sunday where he decided to try what he called positive reinforcement with the president. Legend actually praised Trump for his role in the Gaza ceasefire deal, calling him instrumental in bringing about this new peace deal. He said he wants Trump to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, really. Now, Legend has been a longtime Trump critic, but he explained his logic. He said, if Trump is able to actually earn the Peace Prize, it probably won't be enough that he's helped bring peace to the Middle East. Translation: Trump would have to stop doing all the other stuff. What other stuff? Well, Legend laid it out. Stop sending the military into our cities simply because they're run by Democrats. Stop sending masked, unaccountable ICE agents to torment immigrant communities. Stop ordering the prosecution of his political opponents on flimsy charges. Then he really got to the point. He'd have to stop all this authoritarian dictator crap, all the fascist crap, all the inhumane crap he's been trying to do. Legend's pitch is basically this. We should all want Trump to win the Nobel Peace Prize because imagine everything he'd have to do to actually deserve it. He told Trump, "You have another year to work on this. It's going to require a serious change in your governing philosophy and your behavior." Then Legend went full parenting mode. He said, "As a parent, I've learned that kids respond really well to positive reinforcement. So Donald, we've tried negative reinforcement, impeachment, indictments, voting you out of office. So let's try positive." His promise? If you get it together, you change your awful behavior, you're going to get that peace prize that you so badly desire, and I'll be so proud of you. So proud. Portions of today's show were made with the help of AI and WTF.